Okay, welcome back again. So, on this video, we're going to talk about the debtor summary and I think a few other sheets, and then we'll wrap it up. So, for the debtor summary, again, like I said in the previous, where you have the product analysis and customer analysis, there's a faster way which I made those changes. So, this might not need to write anything here. You just click on the button, refresh art. It automatically refreshes the whole page. So, but there's something I also want you to see here. See, when it comes to our debtor summary, we've seen that Unity Bank is owing us money. So when I mean Unity Bank, I'm not saying Unity Bank. I beg. I don't want to put allegedly in this video, but you get my points. We're just looking at from what we have. The customer name called Unity Bank is owing us money. And how do we know this? We've sold 11.9 million worth of credit to this customer, and they've paid so far in terms of the credit, not the money they've paid totally. Sometimes they bought and they bought outright, they paid outright. Sometimes these are the ones that are in credit that they have made payments. So this is their total credit so far, and this is the total money they have paid. This is their current outstanding balance. This is the number of sales that we made to them on credit. The number of sales we made to them on credit, that's 7. So you as a business person, these are information which use this information. When you get them, you like, why are we selling up to 7 times credit to a customer? Why are we doing that? So in a nutshell, you also have 8 times as well. Tech Solution Limited, who is this person? 8 times. So as a business person, you would want to try as much as possible to get these numbers down. Try as much as for your business, right? And you're going to see the effect of all this in this business. The fact that we are seeing a lot of, okay, look at, we sold 120 million in credit, 20 million, 120 million, 20,000 naira in credit, and we have collected just less than 50% of that money. Over 50% is still outstanding from 29 debtors. Again, I also want to point out the fact that when you check this, Unity Bank staff their total credit sales is 11 million points. They are owing us, they pay this amount they are owing us. So when you come back to that customer analysis which we did, that we are praising Unity Bank. Unity Bank staff have a total revenue. They've given us 20 million 440,000. However, part of those sales, when we come to the debtor summary, we see their name here as people that are owing us. So this is also another use of this sheet is you can get this and see the people that are owing you, and please give them a call. Ebo, Ejo, where is my money? Or you can hint them and say, you look at what's going on. There are some outstanding balance which you need to pay. And if you look at this person, Chioma Igwe is owing 5 million. How manage? So we need to call Chioma Igwe. We need to call Tech Solution owing us 7 million. Kunle Adesanya owing us 5 million. So you see the money these people are owing, and it's ridiculous. You get my point? You need to, with this sheet, you can see the people that are owing you, and then you need to place a call to them. You can also see when last they made payment. So somebody will not tell you that, I made payments now. No. This is when last they made payment. Again, the reason why you're having negative there is because we're in the future. This is February, and we are saying last payment was made in the future. So hence you're getting the negative. If they paid completely, the status will also change as well. All you just need to do is click on the refresh, and then that is it for the debtor summary. All right. We're going to breeze through budget versus actuals. Again, the only thing you just need to do here is, I think I also need to color this as well. Let me just color it olive green so that everybody gets it. Yep. So all you just need to do is, what is your monthly budget? What's your monthly budget for rent? If your rent is 1.2 million divided by 12, that's what you pay every month. If you pay salaries, how much is the annual salary of these people, of your staffs, divided by 12, you write it. Your utility bill, you already know what you spend in a month. If you don't know, you can just make a budget. Again, it's a budget. You make your budget. Same thing goes for marketing and every other charge. If none of the categories are listed here. You could just simply type orders, put them in orders. Now it tells you what your total budget is. So for this particular business, yes, we're doing transactions in 200 and something million, hundreds of millions, but our monthly budget is 5,620,000. That is the only thing you get to fill. This from here to here, that's the only thing you get to fill in this sheet, this particular sheet. Every other thing is calculated, tell you your year to date, your status, if you're under budget, if you're over the budget. Every other information is calculated, and then you can see your budget performance. So based on our budget performance, we are over the budget. Based on this, see, it's over 100%. So we are over budget. We need to cut down on our spending. That is what it means. We need to start cutting down on our expenses and our spending. So you've seen that for various indication, you can see where money is leaking. Money is leaking from how much we are selling to people on credit. Money is leaking from our expenses. Our expenses are becoming outrageous. So these are areas you need to start cutting down. When you now begin to say, in January, how much do we spend? In January, we spent in a month 18 million. How manage? Then you see, oh, inventory purchase. Okay. This one, you budget. So you see that you budget an inventory of 5 million for you to spend in a month. But you ended up spending 18 million in January, 9 million in February, 9.6 million in March as well, 9.6 million. So you see how much you kept on spending every single month. Meanwhile, your budget is this, and this has accumulated to what you currently have. So you are way over budget. So this information, this sheet tells you where you, Baba, you need to start cutting down your expenses as quick as possible, right? Then you have your profit planner. Let's assume, now let's move on to profit planner. So for profit planner, again, I'll just label this guy as green. You know, a lot had to go into the sheet to ensure that they look nice. So what is my desired monthly profit? Let's say I want to make every month, I want to make 5 million naira. Yeah, I want to make 5 million naira. And my profit margin, again, is not what you've seen. No, is what is the profit on the average? What is your profit margin? You define, you'd say what your profit margin is on the average. Because okay, my profit margin is 30. Let's just say for a business starting, just say my profit margin is 30. What's your fixed costs? Your fixed costs are costs that does not change. Like your rent, you pay a yearly rent. So once you've paid yearly rent, you've already calculated it. From the budget and actuals, we can see that their fixed cost is this. Let's assume same thing with your salary, the salaries you're paying your staff is this. Let's assume your NEPA bill is also, or your PACN bill is also fixed. Anything you're fixed, anything that has fixed information that does not change, you can just state them. Okay, let's say I make an expense of 50K every month. Well, 50K is too small. Let's say 150K every month. So 150K, it has already told you, Baba, you need to sell 17 million naira, let's say approximately 17.2 million in monthly sales. Every month you must make a sale of nothing less than 17.2 million. And in an annual sale, it's over 200 million. Your daily target, which means every day you must sell nothing less than 687, call it 690K. Every day you must sell this. That's, again, we're using 25 days, Mondays to Fridays. You get, we're not using 30. We're not using 30 days because if we use 30 days, it's going to be smaller, but just 25 days. Now, it then tells you what your reality is. Okay, so we have a reality check section. Currently, this is what you are making on a monthly basis. This is what you are. This is your monthly base sale. And from where you are to where you want to be, this is what it is, right? You need to G maso. That is what you need to do. You need to work at. So it has brought the reality to you, right? From where you are to where you want to be. The reality is ever glaring. So if we decide that, oh, we want to change this, we want to make let's say 59 million, the price also changes as well. So that's the profit planner. Let's move over to task calculator. Task calculator, you just only need to define your fixed asset value and your capital gain. Now, withholding tax is not included here, so I just need to state that as well, right? Um, Again, like I said, only areas that are green, that you olive green, that you need to type information is. So in this information, you have what's your fixed asset. You define what your fixed asset is, just as you defined it at the business info page. You also define what your fixed asset is here. So once you type that, it determines whether your business is going to be taxed or not, right? If you are less than the threshold. Again, you have your CIT calculation. Are you a small business? Somebody doing 283 million, you're no longer a small business. That's a fact. You're no longer a small business. Then applicable rates, you have 30%. That's the rates. Your income tax, your CIT, company income tax is this. Your development level, which is 4%, is also this. Capital gain, in case you sold the good, you sold an asset, right? Not your goods. You sold an asset. Let's say the building which you have, and then when you made that sale, you had some money and made some profit there. So you just state what that profit is, not what you sold. State what the profit you made from that capital sale. Then it's going to tax is 10%. That also. So let's give an example. Let's say we sold and then we made 50 million from a transaction. Oh no, sorry, this is 5 billion. Yeah, this is 5 million. Yeah. So we made 5 million from that transaction. So good. 5 million from that, or no, 10% of it is 500K. You see, your total tax due, which you're going to send to the government, is different. Again, VAT registration required, yes, because you met the threshold of being taxed. Now, your VAT, your net VAT is zero because you did not take any VAT. You did not collect any VAT. And because you did not collect any VAT, VAT is zero. If you did collect VAT, it will be added to how much you're going to remit to the government. So on an estimate, this is what you're going to send to the government. And I'm going to say something when we come to the dashboards. So see you in the next video.